When I was younger, I started crying and I couldn't stop for 2 weeks. I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Josephine, what's wrong?
I don't know, but my teacher thinks that I'm depressed.
Josephine, Black people do not get depressed.
We don't?
We just get mad.
We do?
When the oppressions of this world get to be too much, we just yell and cuss people out. When you cry, people think they can take advantage of you. But when you yell and cuss people out, people get scared. Learn this while you're young. Fear is better than pity.
It is?
Yes. Now stop all this foolishness and clean up this room. Cha, you in here crying. Josephine! Fear. See? Works every time. Huh. Depressed. Ha! What you think you are? White?
So now, I cry all the time, and I yell all the time. That's not called depression or anger issues. That's just called crazy. Once upon a time, there was a very pretty racially ambiguous girl who met a very handsome white boy. They had a whirlwind romance. They had a lavish wedding. And a month-long European honeymoon. After 5 years of pounding the pavement, the really pretty racially ambiguous girl had become an award-winning actress of stage and screen. After the grind of city life, the really handsome husband surprised his really pretty wife with a charming home in an exclusive zip code. The really pretty wife then surprised her really handsome husband with twins. Family and career were challenging, but she managed it swimmingly. Never losing her temper or her girlish figure allowed her children to grow up well-adjusted and knowing they were loved. One evening, the really pretty wife pitched a TV pilot to none other than Tina Fey, who decided to produce her very funny and very unique TV pilot on Netflix. It was also at this very swank old-fashioned cocktail party that her business-savvy husband launched a startup that found the cure for cancer. The really pretty racially ambiguous girl was so happy with her perfect life. She realized that what her fairy godmother always said is true. If you are good and kind, life will be good and kind to you. And they lived happily ever after.
Wow. That was some amazing bullshit.
Were we supposed to make up stories?
Can you write mine?
Joe, you didn't complete the assignment.
You told us to write our lives as we imagined it. I actually think I should get extra points for making it so entertaining.
But entertaining wasn't the point.
And no one can become a famous actress in 5 years, unless you're a porn star.
It happened in La La Land.
Title says it all.
I hated that movie.
I loved it.
It was just like reliving my relationship with my mom.
Just what we need. A movie about a white guy teaching a black guy how to save jazz.
There was no jazz in that movie.
There was a black man in the movie?
John Legend. His name is John Legend. Why was the girl in your story racially ambiguous? You had something against black people?
No. No. Casting directors like racially ambiguous so that white people won't get uncomfortable.
I didn't feel uncomfortable when I watched the movie.
Joey, if you want to make any progress, you have to be honest.
The truth will set you free.
But I was being honest. I honestly wish that that had been my life. I mean, aren't there enough stories about a black girl whose dad walks out on her. I mean, mine's a little unique in that my father was a pro footballer and he already had a wife. Do we really need to hear how I have daddy issues and cling to every guy I meet for fear that he too will abandon me? At the spinster age of 20, I marry the first guy that I meet. Because I'm scared of dying alone with cats. I spent the best 20 years of my life in a marriage, having baby after baby after baby, while everyone else was out living their lives and doing Broadway shows. And so what if the only way that I could cope was to make out with guys in community theater, but only the really talented ones in a Dodge minivan? I mean, doesn't everyone do that? I mean, you have to be 25 before you can rent a car, but you can get married for all of time and eternity. Eternity. At the age of 20. I mean, it's no wonder that we got a divorce. Twice! It's just really hard being a Mormon.
You're Mormon? I didn't know there were any black Mormons.
I really, really hate Vegas. It's a cultural wasteland. No wonder people come here to die. But I'm stuck here until my last kid graduates. And also because apparently if you cry a lot, the state can force you to go to group once a week to deal with your issues. I live in a place that is ranked 49th in education and has slot machines in the grocery stores, but I'm the crazy one. Not that I like using that word. I'm just in a slump. I mean, I just got a divorce. My youngest son and I are mending our relationship. Also, he went back to his wife. It can only get better, right?